This is it, boys. Final dyno run for the KTM 1190, at least for now. We're at Adrenaline Service and Dyno Tune. That's Rick Scoggan. Did I say your name right?
Yes.
After a lot of money spent, a lot of time, this will be the final video showing you what this bike is producing torque and horsepower wise. We'll crank it up, get the bike warmed up, do one pull, show you the numbers. We already know what they are. Let me update you first. Inside this bike right now is the Rottweiler intake with a red pre-filter. It also has the PCV valve and canister removal kit from PowerCell. It also has a Power Commander 5 installed, and I did that early this morning. All that represents a fair amount of money. We'll call it $1,000 plus, easy. And then Rick gets his cut. It's a fair amount of money. Look at the second video, and that was the pull with the Unifilter in the main box, no pre-filter. So the sock's removed, and we pulled 117, I think, on that.
116.
116. So, KTM is a great company. They make great products. They do some really stupid stuff. And one of the stupid things they do with the KTM 1190, current generation, is the airbox, like I said in the other videos, allows dust to get into it, no matter what you do. It comes in on the sides, comes in on the front. The Unifilter did the same thing. Here's a picture to remind you. This is with all Unifilter, fully oiled, properly installed, dust still coming into the box, and it really cut down the airflow on the bike. That was 106, right?
106.
Okay. We'll let you know where we are power-wise here in just a minute, but that's pretty much where we are for modifications. By the way, anytime you want to get to the air filter on the 1190, the shroud has to come off, that has to come off, tank cover has to come off, the whole tank is removed. A lot of wear and tear on the parts, and with the upper crash cage there, it is a real hassle. Speaking from experience, I've done it about 6 times to this point. Hey, I do it in like 5 minutes. I'm good at it now. I do it in about 20 minutes, and that's moving, and it's a hassle. So the Rottweiler is basically a dirt air filter. It's oiled. You can see a photo right there. It's the best filtration system I can find for this bike, since again, it runs in the desert. Again, this is an expensive bike. It's promising some big power. You might sense in my voice a little disappointment. We'll just say that now. Rick, anything to say before you warm the bike up? Don't tell him the ultimate result yet.
I'm ready to do this, but disappointment's here too. But
Rick has spent all day fine-tuning this, and let me tell you what he's done. He's gone through each individual point with the Power Commander 5 software and working on torque curve, economy, and power, balancing those factors out. Did I say that right, Rick?
yes, and the fuel line, we get it flat first, and then we start adjusting to the torque and horsepower curves to adjust the dips. A flat line is not always the best.
Sometimes you lose power.
Sometimes you lose power. Sometimes you want a little more fuel, a little less fuel. We went through that to get what we got.
So he's been working. I got it to him this morning. He's been on this bike all day.
We're ready to check.
Okay, crank it. This
Give us
is
time
via
to
an
warm up.
iPhone because
Here
I
we
forgot
go.
my main camera. Embrace it. Look how Rick covers my grips so he doesn't get them greasy. Oh, by the way, if you want a Power Commander, Rick will sell it to you at cost plus 10%.
That way I'm not losing, you guys are getting a good deal. It just makes it win-win.
I wish I'd known that. I would have bought my Power Commander through you, because I paid like full price.
Yes, and
You can't find a good price
it's
on
fair.
it.
We're doing this for the audience, for the people, for the nothing fancy people.
Yeah.
Is what we're doing.
TNPrs.
And it is what it is. It's not, if someone else can get it cheaper because they have inventory they're blowing out or whatever, we're getting new product right from DynoJet, right off their shelf, shipped to us right now. It's not something we have sitting in stock that sits and
It'll drop ship from DynoJet to you.
Possibly not. Come to me and I'll ship it, but it's
Okay.
only a couple bucks in the box. UPS.
Fair enough. We want to throw that out. That's a cool thing
Yeah.
Rick's doing for the audience. He loves TNPrs. He's learned about the project a lot working with us. He likes what he sees.
Yep, I like this. This is a good fuel. Good screen right now.
Okay, as a reminder, if you're just joining us in this video, we are at 4,300 feet elevation. We're actually going to show you the numbers this bike makes. This is not a 30-second video. If you're a KTM 1190 owner and you've dynoed it high numbers, congratulations. Spoiler alert, this bike ain't doing it.
And this is live right here in Salt Lake. When he goes to Texas, it's going to be a different animal, I'm sure.
More power.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the air
more
sticker.
oxygen.
I
Yep.
take this to California, it's going to dyno a lot harder.
Oh,
I know, because I drive my bikes back and forth to California all the time, and it, like you say, it's a completely different animal down at sea level.
Yeah.
Really fun.
It's really weird because the bike that comes from California here don't run as good. But tuned here and go there, wow. Love it.
Wheelies.
Yeah,
Now, I'm not making
big
that up.
difference.
The FC1 and the Hayabusa wheelie down in California all the time.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep the front end down. All right, let's take it away, bro.
Short legs.
Warming it up right there. So that's the warm up. That's not a dyno pull right there. You'll know when he cranks it like that, that's his dyno run. Watch his wrist.
Right now we're warming up everything.
What would you guess? So it's got the Rottweiler intake, a Power Commander 5. What numbers do you think this boat? What numbers do you think this? What numbers do you think this bike is posting, TNPers?
You guys got it live.
Right
what? 120.
Were you messing with me?
Were
you messing with me on the numbers?
No, it's just we rode it, loaded it, tested it. This thing hasn't had a brake, worked the guts out. 117, 118 all day. With it relaxed for a second, operating temperature, not being beat on. It's what it is. 120. I'm happy.
That's good.
That just shifted my attitude.
It's better.
Well, it shifted my attitude. I was bummed.
Okay.
But that's what happens when it sits. It's not heated,
Right.
cycled. I mean, we're not beating it on the dyno, but we're not pussy.
Right.
Fit.
Let me
You know,
update you guys on what we talked about off camera. He texted me, he's like, I can't pull more than 117 out of this. So, consistently. He's like, I can go up and down. He's like, and you did say on the phone, he said, I think I can hit 120, but I feel good where the bike is in mid-range. And lo and behold, like he says, the bike cools off and we pull 120.
Yep, look at that.
That's better than what we got. I still think the bike should be pulling 130-ish easily with the mods we have on it, and it's not, and I'm still kind of disappointed, to be honest with you. But it's a lot better than where we were.
A lot. And maybe a rear tire. a street tire.
That's true. We were talking that
We got a knobby up there.
we have a freaking knobby on this, and I was asking Rick, does that change how it dynos? Because you're not getting a full rubber contact patch on the drum, right?
Well, we're creating a lot of friction because
Friction,
it's not
too.
smooth. If we did have a consistent full thing, contact patch on a piece of tread,
I totally
it'd be
agree.
a lot smoother.
It makes
Because right
sense.
now that's just, it robs it every time it grabs that rubber. Look at the rubber behind the bike on the ground.
Yeah, you
It's
can see
peeling
it
off.
chunking back here.
Normal bikes don't do that. Or normal tires don't do that.
So that's actually good, Rick, because maybe with a street tire we pull 125, high 120s.
Yes.
Maybe.
And we'll do that.
And no.
Just to let the audience know. And
If and when I
it's
put a
gonna be
street
no
tire on, we'll
charge
redyno
for
it.
him.
Huh?
It's going to be a no charge for you to do that. This
I
is
did
for
pay you for
everybody.
this, though. Tell the world.
The dyno tune.
Yes.
Yes.
Although Rick has put in like above and beyond on this bike.
Yes,
above and beyond. So I really appreciate that. But he's a businessman. He knows he's getting some exposure through you guys. That's good. But I like Rick. Rick seems to be an awesome dude.
As you guys go out there and get your bikes dyno tuned and they don't run right, the dyno tune doesn't fix a bike that doesn't run right. A dyno tune fine tunes a bike that runs good. If you have a problem with it and you did work on it and it's got problems and you take it to a shop and say, I need it dyno tuned and it's not running right, it's just, you got to fix the mechanical issues. This is a good bike mechanically. So there's no issues with it. We're just trying to get the best we can get out of it.
Well
That's what we
said.
get.
I like what you said.
So don't beat your shops up because your bike don't run right or there's a problem. We know this.
Because you
one's
might
good.
have something wrong with your
Yes,
bike.
you might have something wrong, and you'll be wanting to blame the shop. The tune's not right, this or that.
A dude brought a four-wheeler into Rick this morning, and Rick was just like looking over it, and he noticed his whole freaking brake was cracked, and the guy had totally missed it.
New pads
His
on it.
brake disc was cracked, and the guy didn't. That's a huge catch, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's that. We're pulling 120. My enthusiasm factor is probably right here. It's okay. It's 150.
Mine's up. Because I've done exhaust intake and tunes, and this is
For
pretty
you, this
good.
represents a huge increase.
It does.
Oh, there is one thing we want to say though. Remember that does have the red pre-filter on it for Rottweiler. So this is pulling 120 with a pretty much dirt tire on it at 4,300 feet elevation with a 40 cell red pre-filter on it that is dust ready. So I think we did okay.
with a dirt bike tire.
I said that. That was like number one.
That's nice.
So keep those in mind. If we do a street tire and we pull that pre-filter off, who knows? Maybe high 120s. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that just for fun later on.
Yes.
But this is a desert bike.
Thank you guys for watching.
You
This is
bet.
fun.
So Rick's address is in the write-up description. I put it at the top. He'll give you a good price if you come dyno tune your bike. 10%. It's cost plus 10% on all Power Commanders. He's doing that. I didn't ask him. He's like, hey, if your viewers don't want to get ripped off, just have them buy their Power Commanders through me. He's an authorized dealer, by the way. Thanks for the work.
Thank you.
Okay, Nut Fancy Project KTM 1190. You'll be seeing a lot of this bike. It is a workhorse. I'm not selling it. It's a great bike. And I think power-wise, especially with Rick's tune where it's really going to be torquey and really drivable, efficient, and mid-range, I like it better. Over and out. This is it. Adrenaline Service and Dyno Tune. I got the name right for a change. See ya!
Adrenaline rush.